acquisition-related issues and also monitors the VA's implementation of procurement programs. And I didn't mention this at the outset, but everybody's going to be on a 5-minute clock. If you have a couple more key points to make at the end of the 5 minutes, I'll be a little bit lenient, but we have a lot of folks today, so we're going to try to ask you to use that as a good guideline. Thank you. Mr. Foreman.
Good morning, Chairman Nye and distinguished members of the subcommittee. It is a pleasure to be here to represent the Secretary of the VA, Secretary Shinseki. I feel compelled to tell you, after being there for just 6 months, and this is my 6-month anniversary at the organization, that the Secretary runs a very tight meeting. He is a terrific leader. I've been around the government for 38 plus years. I've never met a more interested individual, especially in veterans of all types, to include business issues. And he continually raises things. He wants to do more to ensure that businesses stay in business when the vets come out, and he's concerned about even people in the armed forces making decisions or not making decisions and just leaving the military without having that strategy. What are they going to do when they get out? He's concerned about education, concerned about health and welfare, and we think we're the win-win solution. Our first name is Veterans, so it's only natural that we have veterans to work for us in filling our requirements for products and services. One of the issues that we talk about, I want to thank Congress for the passage of 109-461. It has given us the ability to increase our dollars and percentages, and I will give you just a quick example. Back in 2005, we were at 1.3% to service disabled veterans. As of this year to date, we are at 18.4% to service disabled veterans, over $1,700,000,000. We suspect we're going to break last year's record on dollars, which was $2.3 billion. Just another little hint of success, in the ARRA money, we were at about 82% spend rate right now, of which small business is 83%, and our veteran-owned small business are 80.6%, and service-disabled veterans at 79.5, or if you will, 700 plus million of the 882 million. I think significant efforts have gone. Let me get into, if you will, some of the issues we face over in the VA. We do have this unique legislative authority, which I, again, thank you. As a veteran myself, I enjoy working with the veterans and the veterans groups. We do look at verification. We have a system, a database that we use. It's a VIP, vendor information page that we use to identify veterans, service-disabled, and regular. We have 2 types of folks that appear on that database. Self-certified, they come in, they say they are, we accept them, we put them on the database. And the verified firms, those that have a special seal, we actually go through the verification process. When I came on board, there were some problems. I think even in the GAO report, one of the verified firms that was challenged and found not to be a service-disabled veteran was in fact verified within our database, but we weren't calling for complete data. So the first thing I did is said, wait a second, we got to stop this. We got to ask for all the data we need. And it's going to slow down the process, but in the interim, it's going to be good. It's going to be good for the government. So that's one of the things that we did. We're actually moving the backlog around a little bit. We're working it down. We have taken action by taking away from CVE ancillary programs right now until we take that hill, and we want to reduce it down to 0. I am currently the person who makes decisions on all protest right now. I'm the adjudication official and the final authority within the VA, and I do that. When I do it, it has to go through general counsel. Another issue that we want to talk about is we're standing up a debarment committee. I volunteered to be part of that debarment committee. I figure since I am the top level person in the VA for this program, I want to make sure that nobody steals valor from our true veteran heroes. So I'm going to be that, and not only that, they turned around and said, would you be interested in being the chairman? We think you're the right person. And I said yes, and the secretary thought that was a great idea. So with, I got 30 seconds to go. I got so many things I want to say, but I think we've done a good job. I think we've got a good system. Is it perfect? No. We are going to work until we get it right. But remember, one thing we want to always remember, I try to keep the barriers to entry low because you don't want to keep out valid service-disabled veterans because you raise it too high. But you have to raise it up a little bit to keep out those that are going to steal valor. And we want to keep it just high enough. So with that, thank you very much.